This second vlog is going to be about facts about street gangs, and there are a lot of them. Gangs have been around for centuries, and they can be found as far back as the Revolutionary War days. But probably the most well-known form of gangs would be the mafia gangs from the early 1900s. And they came from Italy to America in the late 1800s, and since then have influenced the formation of gangs. By the 1920s, it was reported that Chicago, Illinois had over 1,300 gangs in the city. Gangs can be formed by all kinds of races, Asian, African American, Caucasian, or Hispanic. And these groups of criminals partake in many different activities that include drug trade, burglary, manslaughter, graffiti, extortion, and territorial defense. Each gang has different characteristics that differentiate themselves from other gangs, and that can include tattoos, matching clothing, hand signs, and a group name. All gang members are usually equipped with a weapon such as a knife or an automatic gun, and they use graffiti to show other gangs or other people what territory they inhabit and sort of own, I guess. These gangs take loyalty very seriously, and any member that were to snitch on one of the other members would be punished severely, usually by being murdered. Gangs are overtaken by three main attributes, and those are power, money, and greed. Aside from theft, street gangs make a lot of their money from a lucrative drug trade, and they don't just sell their drugs to anyone. The customers have to be trusted in order to be a part of their drug trafficking. Each group has a leader who is at the top of the hierarchy, and the rest of the members are placed in order of rank. The people who are the lowest of the ranks have to pay taxes to the leader, and if they fail to pay these taxes, again, forceful action is taken. In order to become a member of a gang, many gang leaders practice initiation, and that usually consists of beating the person who wants to become a member or instructing them to kill someone. Some of the members can be as young as 7 years old, and they start stealing when they're young, start stealing cars and purses, and they eventually get arrested and then become a part of a gang. Several of those young kids participate in these crimes and gangs because that's all they know. They grow up in these deprived neighborhoods, and that's what they've always seen, and they've always been a part of that culture. And some of them look up to the gang members because they see them as powerful, and they see that everyone respects them, and they have all these women and money, and they just want to be like them. It's really sad to see these young kids become a part of such a horrible lifestyle, but there are ways to prevent these gangs and to discontinue them, but I'll talk more about that in my next vlog.